Hey everyone, and welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we re-bringing the fun of the fair right to your home because we remaking the one and only, the legendary funnel cake. You know that amazing, crispy, yet fluffy, sweet treat you can only seem to find at carnivals and theme parks. Well, not anymore. I'm going to show you just how easy it is to whip up these golden, tangled beauties yourself. Trust me, once you try this, your house is going to smell incredible, and you'll be the hero of your family. So, if you're ready to learn the secrets to the perfect funnel cake, grab your apron, and let's get cooking. First things first, let's talk about our ingredients. The best part about this recipe is how simple the ingredients are. You probably have most of them in your pantry right now. We'll need some all-purpose flour, granulated sugar, a little bit of baking powder, which is our key to making them light and airy, a pinch of salt to balance the sweetness, some milk, a couple of large eggs, and a splash of vanilla extract for that beautiful aroma and flavor. And of course, for frying, you'll need a neutral oil with a high smoke point, like vegetable, canola, or peanut oil. Finally, for the classic topping, we'll need a generous amount of powdered sugar. That's it! Super simple, right? Alright, let's get mixing. In a large bowl, we're going to combine all of our dry ingredients first. So, in goes the flour, the granulated sugar, the baking powder, and the salt. Just give that a quick whisk to make sure everything is evenly distributed. This step is important because it ensures you wouldn't get little clumps of baking powder in your final cake. Now, in a separate, smaller bowl, let's whisk together our wet ingredients. Crack in your eggs, pour in the milk, and add that lovely vanilla extract. Whisk it all together until it's smooth and well combined. Now, for the magic part, where it all comes together, we're going to slowly pour our wet mixture into the dry ingredients. As you pour, use your whisk to gently combine them. You want to mix until the batter is just smooth? A few little lumps are totally okay. The biggest mistake people make is overmixing the batter. Overmixing develops the gluten in the flour, which can make your funnel cakes tough and chewy instead of light and crispy. So, remember, as soon as it comes together and the big lumps of flour are gone, stop mixing. The final consistency should be similar to a pancake batter, but not too thin. While our batter rests for just a couple of minutes, let's get our frying station ready. This is the most important part for achieving that perfect crispy texture. Pour about 2 to 3 inches of your oil into a deep, heavy-bottomed pot or a Dutch oven. We need enough oil so the funnel cake can float freely without touching the bottom. Now, clip a candy or deep fry thermometer to the side of the pot. We're aiming for a steady temperature of 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. Maintaining the right oil temperature is crucial. If the oil is too hot, the outside will burn before the inside is cooked. If it's too cool, the cake will absorb a ton of oil and become greasy. So, keep a close eye on that thermometer. Okay, our oil is heating up. Our batter is ready. Now, it's time to form our funnel cakes. Traditionally, you'd use a funnel, hence the name. But you don't have to have one. You can use a squeeze bottle, which gives you great control, or even a piping bag with a medium-sized round tip. Another great hack is to use a liquid measuring cup with a spout, or even a sturdy Ziploc bag with a small corner snipped off. Today, I'm going to use a classic funnel. The trick is to plug the hole of the funnel with your finger, pour in about half a cup of batter, then hold it over the hot oil. Once your oil is at 375 degrees, it's go time. This part happens fast, so be ready. Hold your funnel a few inches above the oil, release your finger, and let the batter stream out. As it flows, move your hand in a continuous, swirling, overlapping, crisscross pattern to create that iconic web-like shape. Try not to make it too thick or dense. You want lots of nooks and crannies to get crispy. It's all about creating that beautiful, chaotic, lacy design. Don't worry if your first one looks a little funny. That's part of the fun. They're meant to be rustic and unique. These will cook very quickly, only about 1 to 2 minutes per side. You all know it. Time to flip. When the edges are a beautiful golden brown and the cake is holding its shape, use a pair of long tongs or a spider strainer to carefully flip it over. Be gentle. Let it cook for another minute on the other side until it's golden brown all over. Once it's done, use your tongs to lift it out of the oil, letting any excess drip back into the pot for a moment. Then, transfer it immediately to a wire rack lined with paper towels to drain. The wire rack is key to keeping the bottom from getting soggy. Repeat the process with the remaining batter. Remember to check your oil temperature between each funnel cake. It might drop a little when you add the cold batter. So, just give it a moment to come back up to 375 degrees before you start the next one. This ensures every single funnel cake is as perfect as the last. Work in batches and don't overcrowd the pot. As you get the hang of it, you can experiment with different patterns and sizes. This is where you can really get creative. And now, for the grand finale, the topping. A funnel cake is not complete without a heavy dusting of powdered sugar. You want to do this while the cake is still warm, but not piping hot? Straight from the fryer. Let it cool for just a minute or two. Then, take a fine mesh sieve, fill it with powdered sugar, and generously snow it all over the top. Don't be shy here. The powdered sugar melts slightly into the warm cake and creates that classic, sweet, melt-in-your-mouth finish. Of course, powdered sugar is the classic, but you can get as creative as you want with toppings. Think about a drizzle of chocolate syrup, caramel sauce, or even some fruit preserves like strawberry or raspberry jam. A dollop of whipped cream and some fresh berries would be absolutely divine. You could also sprinkle on some cinnamon sugar right after it comes out of the fryer. The possibilities are endless, so feel free to customize it to your heart's content. And there you have it! Perfect homemade funnel cakes that taste even better than the ones at the fair because you made them yourself. Look at that! Beautiful golden color, the intricate lacy texture, and that irresistible dusting of powdered sugar. The outside is wonderfully crisp, and the inside is so light, fluffy, and tender. It's sweet, it's satisfying, and it's a whole lot of fun to make. This is the perfect treat for a special weekend breakfast, a party, or just whenever you're craving a little bit of that carnival magic. Thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen today to make these amazing funnel cakes. I hope you give this recipe a try and see just how easy and rewarding it is. If you do make them, I'd love to see your creations. So be sure to tag me in your photos on social media. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more fun and delicious recipes, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a thing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy cooking!